Where do former presidents live? When their terms end, U.S. presidents must move out of the country's most famous address and make other living arrangements. Some return to the homes they lived in before becoming president, while others move on to even more opulent surroundings. Spending 4 or 8 years in the world's most exclusive and secure address will leave anyone with overflowing pockets, so snapping up a palatial residence afterwards is not food for thought, really. In this video today, we will be answering a very simple yet intriguing question. Where do former presidents live? Let's get it on. Number 1. Barack Obama. History-making Barack Obama, the nation's first African-American president, bid farewell to the executive office on 20th January 2017, following 2 terms during which he steered the country through economic recovery, reform of the healthcare system, and more. After leaving the White House, Obama, First Lady Michelle, and their daughters Malia and Sasha moved into a rented 8,200 square foot mansion in the neighborhood of Kalorama. The 8-bedroom, 9.5-bathroom brick home, which features a medieval-style turret, proved a big hit with the family. So much so that the former president and First Lady made the decision not long after they moved in to buy it outright from the owners, Bill Clinton's one-time White House press secretary Joe Lockhart and his wife Giovanna. The Obamas forked out $8.1 million for the mansion. The Obamas have made some changes to the property, such as installing an in-ground pool, but the overall look remains how it was when they bought the property. Judging by the listing shots, the bedrooms look as tasteful and well-decorated as the reception rooms, meaning the Obamas probably wouldn't have had to alter much. Since leaving power in 2017, the 44th president and Michelle have added another property to their portfolio, a Martha's Vineyard retreat the couple snapped up for a reported $11.8 million. Number 2. Donald Trump. When Donald Trump left office in January 2021, he relocated to his sumptuous Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach, Florida, the so-called Winter White House, rather than his gilded penthouse apartment in Manhattan or Country Pile, upstate New York. Trump announced that the Sunshine State property would be his family's permanent residence in 2019 after falling out with lawmakers in New York. The Trump Organization has subsequently been charged with tax-related crimes in the state. New York, where Trump was born, just isn't the welcoming place it once was for him, so it's no surprise that the former president chose to steer clear of the largely Democratic state. Die-hard Republican Florida, on the other hand, voted for the real estate mogul and reality TV star in the last election, so Trump's Palm Beach estate was an obvious choice for their full-time home after the White House. He purchased the sprawling property for just $8 million in 1985. Before relocating to the tropical climes of Florida at the end of his term, Donald and Melania reportedly renovated the palatial owner suite to make it more comfortable as a full-time residence, as well as remodeled an apartment for Melania's parents. The extravagant estate, which is home to a private members club, has no end of glitzy amenities, from a 20,000 square foot ballroom to a beauty salon and spa. However, the big move wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. According to the Washington Post, Trump's Palm Beach neighbors were up in arms about the prospect of him settling at Mar-a-Lago, with some even taking legal action to stop the move, which nevertheless went ahead. Since his relocation, Trump's presidential helipad has been removed from the estate, while the club made headlines after social distancing rules were reportedly flouted at events hosted in the midst of the pandemic, leading to a subsequent outbreak. We have a feeling this isn't the last we'll hear about Trump's retirement retreat. Number 3. Woodrow Wilson. Best remembered for leading the nation in the First World War, Woodrow Wilson left 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue for the last time on 4th March 1921, following 2 full terms as president. Several months prior, the 28th POTUS bought an imposing Georgian Revival townhouse down the road in Washington, D.C.'s leafy Kalorama neighborhood for his beloved wife Edith, and it was here the couple resided post-White House. Wilson had suffered a severe stroke in 1919 after contracting Spanish flu, and with his health ailing by the time he moved into the home, the couple lived quietly until the former president's death in 1924. Following Edith's passing in 1961, the house was bequeathed to the National Trust for Historic Preservation and opened to the public. It had an elegant drawing room which boasts fine velvet upholstered furniture and a Steinway grand piano. Wilson added shelves in the library to accommodate his huge book collection, and the house was fitted with all the mod cons, from a dumbwaiter to a solarium. Many of the prized objects inside the perfectly preserved property were gifts given to the president during his First World War victory tour of Europe. Intriguingly, the house is said to be a hotbed of paranormal activity. Over the years, staff and visitors alike have reported seeing the president's ghost and hearing the sound of a man sobbing. Everything remains how it was when the former First Lady died, including the Grand Master bedroom, reportedly modeled after the White House's Lincoln bedroom, but a name change might be on the cards. Blighting his legacy, Wilson's racist views in support of segregation have drawn increasing focus in recent years, prompting numerous buildings and organizations named in his honor to adopt new, less controversial monikers. Number 4. Dwight D. Eisenhower. After a successful two-term presidency during which America reached new heights of prosperity amid the backdrop of simmering Cold War tensions, Dwight D. Eisenhower departed the White House with his wife, Mammy, on 20th January 1961, bound for their charming farmhouse in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. The Second World War five-star general and 34th president had purchased the property in 1951. Not long after buying the farm, the Eisenhowers remodeled the main house, transforming it into a modified Georgian farmhouse with 8 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, a living room, dining room, kitchen, and butler's pantry. The couple's favorite space of all is said to have been the glass-enclosed sun porch, which they described as their oasis of relaxation. Mammy was especially fond of the holiday season, and some of her prized decorations have survived. The standout features of their holiday room include the large portrait of the former FLOTUS by Thomas E. Stevens and the Italian marble mantel salvaged from the 1873 restoration of the White House. As well as Christmas, Mammy was crazy about the color pink and went all out decorating the couple's bedroom in the rosy hue. The former president and first lady donated their home and farm to the National Park Service in 1967. Eisenhower died 2 years later while Mammy continued to live at the property until her death in 1979. The house, looking much like it did when the president was alive, was opened to the public in 1980. Number 5. Richard Nixon. The only president to have ever resigned from office, Richard Nixon left the White House on 9 August 1974 after his involvement in the Watergate scandal made his position untenable. Together with his wife Pat, the 37th president escaped to the sanctuary of La Casa Pacifica in San Clemente, California, the 9,000-square-foot oceanside hideaway he'd acquired in 1969 for around $1.4 million, equivalent to $10 million today. The White House initially claimed the president paid $340,000 to downplay the home's true cost, which was only revealed following an investigation. After buying the 9-bedroom, 14-bathroom property, Nixon made it Secret Service ready, installed a wall for extra security, and replaced the tennis court with a swimming pool. Arranged around a hacienda courtyard, the Mission Revival home welcomed an impressive array of VIPs in its heyday, including the likes of Frank Sinatra, John Wayne, and Soviet leader Leonid Brezhnev. The living room had matching yellow curtains and sofas, and as is the case with the other rooms in the house, it positively screams 1970s in style. Nixon penned his memoirs in the house, most probably in his home office. In 1980, the former POTUS decided to move to New York, swapping La Casa Pacifica for a swish red brick and stone townhouse on Manhattan's Upper East Side. The mansion was sold to his friend Gavin Herbert, co-founder of pharmaceutical company Allergan, who has been struggling to sell it since 2015, even after knocking millions off the asking price. Number 6. Ronald Regan. After 2 eventful terms that saw the fall of communism and everything from the Iran-Contra affair to massive financial deregulation, Ronald Reagan exited the White House with his wife Nancy on 20th January 1989 for the final time. They moved into their 3-bedroom, 6-bathroom home in Bel Air, LA's prestigious property hotspot. A group of clearly super generous friends bought the house for the pair back in 1986 for $2.5 million, which is around $6 million in today's money. All in all, the property has 17 rooms which were decorated by the Reagans' interior designer Ted Graber in an unpretentious style, which subtly mixes mid-century modern staples with antiques. The 40th President of the U.S. died at the Bel Air home in 2004 after a long battle with Alzheimer's disease. The house was sold to billionaire and philanthropist Jerry Perenchio for $15 million in 2015. Following Nancy's death a year later, the contents of the house were put up for sale at a Christie's auction in New York, including this living room sofa which graced the Reagans' White House residence. The library was packed with leather-bound tomes and decorated with various gifts the former president and first lady had been given on their travels around the world. The comfy sofa was studded with plush cushions, including the monogram beauty found in the home's photographs, which Reagan received as a 70th birthday present in 1981. It sold at the Christie's auction for a cool $25,000. Number 7. George Bush. After a deep recession scuppered his chances of re-election, George H.W. Bush, or George Bush Sr. as he went on to be known, lost out to Bill Clinton and vacated 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue on 20th January 1993. The house in West Oak, Houston, that the one-term president and his wife Barbara intended to retire to was still under construction at the time, so the couple decamped instead to Walker's Point, their summer vacation compound in Kennebunkport, Maine. Nicknamed the Summer White House during his 1989 to 1993 presidency, the compound has been in the family for more than 100 years and consists of the New England's shingle-style main house, which has 9 bedrooms, 4 sitting rooms, a dining room, den, library, and more, as well as guest house, garage, pool, boathouse, and dock. When Bush Sr. was president, the estate hosted world leaders such as Vladimir Putin and Margaret Thatcher, but the pace of life at the compound slowed considerably when the POTUS left office. Number 8. Bill Clinton. Having survived impeachment and navigated the nation through the longest period of peacetime economic expansion, Bill Clinton's 2-term presidency came to an end on 20th January 2001, when he walked out of the White House with his wife, Hillary. The couple relocated to the Dutch colonial farmhouse in Chappaqua, New York, which they'd purchased in 1999 for $1.7 million. The 3-story rural clapboard home dates from 1889 and has 5 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. There's also a barn conversion on the estate that reportedly houses the former president and first lady's Secret Service security detail, plus a pool nestled in the grounds. The Clintons treated Oprah to a tour of the 5,300 square foot farmhouse back in 2004. Their living room, which looks out over the garden, is tastefully decorated. Their floral sofa contrasts with checked and plain armchairs arranged around a coffee table which is covered in books and ornaments. Like every good ex-president's home, there's a well-stocked library in the house. After buying the 3-bedroom house next door in 2016 for $1.2 million, the Clintons now own something of a compound. While it may be a relaxing place to kick back in, it hasn't been without its dramas. A fire broke out on the estate in January 2018 but caused minor damage. So what do you think of the homes of these former presidents? Let us know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more of our luxurious content. And why not click on another video showing now? This is The Luxurious. Talk to you in the next video.